What up, y'all? It's the Sports Mix. Big Kenny checking in. Hey, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe to the Sports Mix on YouTube. Follow the Sports Mix podcast on Facebook, Instagram, and X, formerly known as Twitter. So just want to wish everybody Happy New Year so far. So big news, a couple days ago, college football. Nick Saban retired, stepped down officially in his role as the head coach at Alabama. 17 years, 6 national championships, 9 SEC championships, the premier program in America, premier college football program in America, probably the last 15, 16 years for sure. By many accounts, man, Nick Saban is considered the GOAT, the greatest college football coach of all time. He's definitely the greatest football coach of the last 25 to 30 years that I've been watching football. The most winningest coach. In 17 years at Alabama, I think they only lost like 29 games, which, I mean, that's just ridiculous, But the rumors, the talks is that he kind of stepped down, basically because of the NIL and how the landscape of college football is changing. And being in Alabama, I mean, of course, Alabama has big booster support. They're not hurting for money down there in Alabama with the football program, especially based off the success they had over the last few years. But with this NIL landscape, it could change the game for, some of the more resourceful colleges and universities. So I was listening to something yesterday, and somebody mentioned, the Texas schools with all the oil money, and they kind of just write blank checks all the time. Somebody may mention that Texas A&M paid Jumbo Fisher $85 million to walk away. You know what I'm saying? That's $85 million to just go. Just take your $85 million and go. We'll find a new coach. And what also I didn't consider, and I wish I could remember where I heard this at. I was listening to the radio or maybe on Shannon Sharp. It was Shannon Sharp. Let me give Shannon Sharp credit. I heard it on Shannon Sharp on his podcast. Him and Ocho Cinco was talking. What a lot of times we don't really think about, we look at the big fish, and he got his $85 million, Jumbo Fisher. But when you fire a coach, you gotta pay the staff, right? You gotta pay the staff that's fired, whatever their contracts were. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pay them out. But you also got to pay the new coach. You know what I'm saying? So you got a new coach and his staff that's coming in that's going to get paid as well. So, depending on what kind of contract the new coach is and depending on who he is and name and all that stuff, man, you could be talking, $150 to $200 million in salary, and they didn't even bat an eye at it. You know what I'm saying? They didn't even bat an eye at that. And so it just go to show you what kind of money is being generated around these college sports. Now, they made mention of some of the older coaches in the last few years kind of stepping away on Shannon Sharp show. He talked about like Coach K in basketball and Roy Williams in basketball kind of stepping away in the last few years. Boeheim at Syracuse stepped down maybe 2 years ago. And now you got Nick Saban stepping down, and the scuttlebutt is that it's all about the NIL and them guys not wanting to play that game. Let's rewind the tape a little bit, because big time college athletes, big time college athletics, over the course of the years that I've been watching sports, they talk about who programs that do it the right way, programs that don't cheat, this, that, and the other. But let's be clear, the big programs play the game at a different level than your mid-major schools. You know what I'm saying? The bigger programs play the game at a much different level. There's millions and millions and millions of dollars being made by these schools every year, right? And we know, and we've heard from some of the athletes over the years that there was money involved, and sometimes some of their college decisions at some of these bigger schools, some of these schools that we hold up on these pedestals, So let's not be confused. You know what I'm saying? Let's not be confused. NIL give the players the right to go make money and use their name, image, and likeness to make a dollar, where once upon a time they were not. You know what I mean? They weren't able to do that. They were basically, you get your scholarship, you might get your Pell Grant money, and if you had somebody that do a handshake with you, you might get a couple dollars that way. But now, college athletes are able to utilize their popularity and market themselves in a way that they haven't been before. And some people are upset that the system so-called, has changed. You know what I'm saying? The system has changed. And you see it in pro sports as well. What is happening? What is happening now is that the players are now getting control over, number one, how they market themselves in college. You can't just go sell the popular players' jerseys and he not benefit from it. Now, said popular player is able to go out and make some money off his jersey sales, where before it was all going to the school and whoever else, right? And so you see a lot of pushback because now they don't have the control over the players. So the players are actually able to go out and create deals for themselves. Is it going to get out of control? Of course, you're going to have some players that are only in it for the money, and they're going to try to get as much money as they can. But that happens in every sport. It happens in every industry, So I don't want to just pigeonhole athletes and say, it's because athletes are this, that, and the other because they only in it for the money. The people that pay them are only in it for the money as well too. Nobody gives these guys anything for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Nobody gives anything for nothing. They trying to benefit too. So, let's not be confused. So, NIL deals are here to stay. You know what I'm saying? They probably, I see it, they probably revamp some things over the next couple of years, but the NILs are here. They're not going anywhere. Players are going to be getting paid now. And that's just the way it's going to go from now. It's not going to go backwards. So we either adjust to what's going on, or we find something else to do for our entertainment. You know what I mean? I enjoy the games. I don't really care too much about who gets paid or who doesn't. Go get your money. You know what I'm saying? I'm that guy. Go get your money, man. Don't allow people to keep making money off your back. Go get your money if you can go get it. So, but give me your thoughts on the NIL. Give me your thoughts on Nick Saban. Give me your thoughts on the state of college sports right now. What's your thoughts, man? What really should be the next steps in creating NIL where it's not only the haves and the have-nots. You know what I'm saying? And I think the NCAA fumbles everything just like they always do. They fumble opportunities to fix and make things right all the time. And this is yet another opportunity where they could have got out ahead of this thing and really created a system where everybody could benefit. You know what I'm saying? Not only the Alabamas or the Texas schools, but the schools in Michigan, the schools in Pennsylvania, the schools in Maryland, nonetheless. So give me your thoughts, man, on this whole NIL stuff, college sports, and the legends of college football and basketball kind of stepping away.